welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
Quarterback checking off. He's back to throw on second down. Going for the big play. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Offense getting set for first down.
Here we go.
He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility.
And he breaks into the open. The 30, at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Explosive plays are great, but you gotta finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They go to the draw. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Got his man quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is a lot of money to do a job, and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Off play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finishes the run with the slide.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Now they'll try the right side. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Seems like when these two get together, it's always a slugfest, and Alabama won a close one last season.
Yeah, it was Alabama that finished out the 12th round in that slugfest, too. It usually seems like the team that lands the last big haymaker wins, and that was the Tide last time.
Well, I think that's why it's so important getting out the gates early. Both these teams know each other, don't like each other. Get out the gate strong.
Going up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pulls it in, it's moved. Open runway ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on first down. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns and
just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got it on the run. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. And a sack all the way back at the 5. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
LSU 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Alabama quickly back to the line. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Wide out in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be.
And And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's short. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This has simply been a special year for this guy. It's one he's going to look back on with so many fond memories. With that last completion, he has now surpassed 5,000 yards passing on the year.
Trying to find his man on first down. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're working that left side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. He's going to let it go. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple of scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. The field goal is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points.
Oh, look out! The 20. And the defense couldn't corral him. Play. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing.
Striving for the goal line, loose football. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
The return is tackled down at the 27, and the Alabama offense will take over.
Here comes that Alabama offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, They've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 4th down, going to the air. Got it past the marker. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it off. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but...
Nothing but green ahead. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LA! The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning off.
Running toward the tape. The 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Huge play. It's
almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The hand to the running back. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that. And 30 plus. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Power ahead. Touchdown, LSU! First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moon. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Number 22 with the carry.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Touch pass on the run. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy, And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They'll throw it on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And that's the second time he's gotten to the quarterback following the legacy of those great Crimson Tide pass rushers like Will Anderson, like Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams, or the great Derek Thomas or Cornelius Bennett, who could get to the quarterback.
I like it. You're running out of oxygen naming all those guys. and that's what they do. They're a pressure defense, and they're going to come after the quarterback. They ain't going to give you time to find open guys to beat their DBs, and they got so many great pass rushers that don't really like quarterbacks, so I really like them.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 35. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the score.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They're bringing heat. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he Here comes that Alabama offense. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that. Zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The back goes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to throw on second down. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's moved. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got a man. It's short. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the timing just a hair off.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
After the misfire, now on second down. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. That's caught. It's Washington. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab down the middle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's got it on the right. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Off the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got... a 1st down for the offense. Looking to throw. They get to him as he throws. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's moved. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown time! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Defense not showing press coverage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.